Welcome to our 12 days of genealogy media resources.
Each day, we're sharing different tools, platforms, and resources that can help you grow your family history skills.
We'll explore websites, books, podcasts, TV shows, and other helpful media that we've used on our own genealogy journey.
Whether you're a beginner or you've been researching for years, these resources can guide, inspire, and support your work.
So let's jump into today's genealogy media resource. Hey everybody, welcome back to Journey Through the Generations. My name is Philip.
Hey guys, I'm Trisha.
And we are on day 3 of 12 days of genealogy media resources. And today we are going to talk about social media, but before we get started on social media, we did have day 1 and 2 come out the past 2 days. So if you haven't heard those, I would encourage you and ask very kindly that you go back and listen to those 2 episodes, and you subscribe and follow us. And through these 12 days, we're going to be sharing some good information over the next, week and a half. Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about social media.
Well, in this day and age, you really can't have a list about media resources and not talk about social media.
That's correct.
Everywhere. Everybody has at least one social media account. Whether you are 3 years old and you're sitting in the back of your mom's truck going on a road trip, you're probably watching YouTube or something. Everybody uses social media these days, and family history is no different.
For sure. And what I've always said is, like, if you are a person who has, say, an Instagram account and you take pictures of your family and you post it, the graduation, the niece's birthday,
Throwback Thursdays,
all that stuff is like family history. You're keeping records of what's going on in your life and in your family's life over a period of time. And so what I always say is, for people who don't do family history today, I always say, well, you're a family historian and you really don't know it.
That
you
is
just
true.
don't know it. So you posting those things on social media, you're a family historian. You are keeping track of your family history over a period of time. And
Absolutely.
So social media is very important in the work that genealogists and family historians do.
It's not only important with the work that we do, but it's also a way to connect with other family historians, because I follow a lot of family history and genealogy groups on social media, and we have a connection. And then when we actually finally meet in person, it's like we're already friends and we know each other, and we just, get together like we've known each other our whole lives.
Yeah, and these groups aren't like now some are that talks about their own family history, and that's perfectly cool. That's actually something I encourage, but it's about groups sharing information, sharing resources, talking about the things that's going on in the news of genealogy. We talk about all kinds of stuff on social media, and when we talk about social media, we're talking, of course, about the big, platforms. Not just those. There's a lot of smaller ones, but social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, LinkedIn. All those things are tools that can be used to either share your family history or learn about genealogy and how to research your family.
Yeah, the thing is, you have to remember that genealogy is its own little niche, and everybody is not into genealogy, especially within your family. So you have a community online that will encourage you, that will help you, that will give you steps that they have done, that will give you new resources, new repositories that might be open. That when you just want to say, hey, I've been researching about my grandfather for a year and a half and I haven't found anything and I'm just frustrated, they will get on and they will give you ideas. They will give you encouragement. They will let you know what you're doing is great. And you haven't even met these people. follow. So that kind of stuff is important in this industry, in this community that we're in.
Yeah, and the work that you do when you share it out on social media and people who aren't really involved in it see it, you may encourage them to start, researching their family, or they may ask you for help to find, some particular pieces of information. So share the information. And like Trisha said, we're a small niche group of people. It's a lot of people that do it, but it's still a small niche of people that do it. And so the odds are all of your Facebook friends and Instagram followers not going to really care too much about what you do. So don't get discouraged when you post something about your family and you get 1 like or you get 2 shares or you get nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. People are still reading it.
Yeah.
And so definitely, share your stuff on social media.
And also we talk about connecting, but also you want to remember that the genealogy world is also a business. And there's the big DNA companies, the webinar companies, the conferences and things of that nature that you can also follow. And you are up to date on the best deals in the DNA world, what's coming out new in genealogy, innovation, things like that. Things like that with the actual brands that you follow, that you want to use, follow them as well.
And that's especially true right now during the holidays. They're having sales and they're having subscriptions, reduce cost and subscriptions that you may want to take advantage of. So I know it's after Black Friday, but it's still before Christmas. So there's still going to be plenty of deals going on. And even into the new year, there may be some people that have a first of the year, sale or announcing new tools or resources or whatever it is. So definitely follow.
Yeah, they have sales throughout the year because DNA Day is in April. The newspapers, newspaper.com and other things, subscriptions like that, they have sales during holidays like Veterans Day or Memorial Day and things like that. So when you follow these companies on social media, not only do you find out the latest information that they have, but you also can get good deals on the actual subscriptions.
And one thing I just thought of, which would be good. So if you are a person and your family has family reunions, you can create a private Facebook group just for your family reunion.
Yes.
Or even your school reunion or anything like that. You can create private Facebook groups where only the people who are affiliated with that. So you got a group of people that are like-minded and will share information back and forth about the family. If you want to create one for your family, and it's a way for you to share the information that you're finding about your family with everybody, that is the best way to do it, because
I do that.
I would tell you most of your family is on at least one of these platforms, and it's probably Facebook.
Yeah.
So
you're absolutely right, and that's one of the ways that I share some of my research outside of the family reunions that we have every 2 years. When I have a big discovery, I'll share it on our Facebook group.
Yeah, so using social media is very important. It's a great tool for you to use both in your research and for sharing your research out with other people. And I know there's so many different ways. I can't even go through every different way that you can use these tools, but I'm just thinking about if maybe there's something that you can't find, or a person you can't find, put it out there on Facebook or Instagram and say, hey, I'm looking for this person. He or she lived in this area during this time period. Does anyone in your family know anything about this? I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Move on. There may not anything come of it, but something may, because all of our Facebook friends are all across the country. And if you have a good number of friends, probably around the world, and they will be able to help. If you need a record of something that's not online that you need printed out and shipped to you, and the the government office or whatever clerk's office won't do it for you, somebody maybe could go and do it
And
for
get that for you.
and mail it to you. So
Yeah.
there's so many different ways you can use social media to help you with your research. So, all right, guys, we appreciate you for listening. This is day 3 of 12 days of genealogy media resources. Go back and listen to days 1 and 2. And make sure you follow and subscribe as we continue to make our way through the rest of the 12 days. All right, guys, we'll talk to y'all later.
Thanks, guys.
All right, peace. Thanks for joining us for another day in our 12 days of genealogy media resources. Be sure to follow or subscribe and check the description box for links and more details. Come back tomorrow for the next resource. We'll see you then.